Holistic farming for me is basically getting the balance in life between the social, the environmental, and the financial side of our decisions. I mean, holistic management at its core is just a decision-making framework. When we understand that every decision has an impact on all three of those realms, we really have to start making decisions that are socially, financially, environmentally sound. A lot of people come to my courses, training courses, that they drive, in Australia we drive a long way to most things. Just getting people to think about every single inch they drove is the result of human decision making. And I've never met a single person who wakes up in the morning and says, I'm keen to go and destroy a bit of my farm today. But we all sort of do it decision by decision, almost. No one means to make these things happen, but it's just like by default, because we don't have that holistic framework to make decisions. And so holistic management just adds a couple of the links into our current decision-making framework, which is really good. I mean, we're fantastic about making decisions in a linear way, and works really well when we're reacting to outside pressures. If you get a weed, you can go and kill it, or if you want more production, we can go and sort that out. But when we look at the big picture, down the track, 50 years, we see mounting problems. So the holistic management is, as I said, just principally a decision-making framework, and it's guided by a holistic context. The first part of the context is really getting people to dig down into their values and feelings. Often we don't go there, and I think men are particularly bad at that, because from day one you're told, don't cry, don't be a wuss, don't show your feelings. It's a sign of weakness. Everybody really wants the same values at the end of the day, and that's probably one of the most powerful things I've found with teaching holistic management, is the way it brings people together. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different cultures, we all have different religions, we all have different farming experiences. But when you get people into a room and say, how do you want to feel? Suddenly you'll get people from all walks of life, all cultures, all saying, yep, we want to feel financially secure, we want to feel socially secure, we want to feel excited. And suddenly everybody's looking at the same thing, but supporting each other. And the good news is, all around the world, we've got people managing holistically, and whether they know they're managing holistically or just they've taken on these holistic principles and starting to turn the boat around, starting to make a better world for everybody. I think 86% of Australia now lives in towns and cities. They're urban, and for a large period of time we sort of lost connection to the land. But the huge increase in farmers markets, the major supermarket chains selling things like ugly fruit. I mean, you wouldn't have dreamt of that 5 years ago. To me, these are all really solid indications of urban people now wanting to have transparency and understanding that their food is coming from regenerative land, and it's good to eat, and it's good for their families. And I just see this thing snowballing and really taking off. So it's in the time I've been teaching it, the change and the acceptance has been fantastic. It really is. It's exciting.